These are my unchuggy bubble braids, they're called. This is a Gen Z hairstyle. I'm so tired of the word chuggy. I hate it. And here I am talking about it. But like, a lot of y'all don't know what chuggy is. It's been all over. If you're on TikTok, it's all over TikTok. But it's like a term that was made popular by Gen Z. It's been around apparently, but it basically describes millennials and all of the trends that we loved in like 2010. Like that era, like Ray Dunn, chevron print, Uggs. Anyway, Sister Lauren texted me last night. She's like, what the hell's chuggy? She was so pissed. And she did some research and saw that lasagna's now chuggy. How in the hell's lasagna? No. This term is being thrown around. It's used too loosely. Lasagna. Luke really woke up this morning and said, I'm going golfing. Bye. Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah, so chuggy, there's a lot of other things that are apparently chuggy, the side part, the skinny jeans, basically everything that I do. Sister Lauren felt very attacked. Wooden signs with script on them, or wooden signs with words on them. But first, coffee, live, laugh, love, my tattoo. Yeah, I slept with my mascara on, and like I washed the rest of my face, but left my mascara on. Apparently that was too much work for me last night. So I was in the sun for maybe an hour and a half. I was covered in I had sunscreen on my face. I had sunscreen everywhere, but no, I was probably in the sun for an hour on the edge of the pool, and then we spent the rest of the day at the table under the umbrella. But my melasma, you can see some spots literally popped up just from being in the sun for, those are dark spots, melasma, dark spots, just for being in the sun for an hour. It's so annoying. All right, so I thought I just told this story like a couple weeks ago, but I don't know. My memory's so bad I cannot remember. Or maybe I told you guys I was going to tell you about the tattoo, which I've talked about it on Instagram before, but I think it's been a couple years since I've said anything. Hang on. All right, so Sister Lauren, y'all know she lives in Raleigh. Well, one day she was visiting. This was like 2012, 2013. A very chuggy time. She was like, we had been drinking like mimosas or something, Bloody Marys, I don't know. She was like, let's go get tattoos. I was like, all right. She already had one that she found on Pinterest. So I went to look for one. I ended up drawing one. It was very scripty, exactly like the one that I shared. Very dainty, delicate, thin, scripted, love, absolute chug status right there. Love. Anyway, we went to two places downtown Winston. They were both closed for whatever reason. One just wasn't open that day. The other had closed for business. So we went to another place in Winston. Walked in. And I show her my scripty little love tattoo. I went first. I went before Lauren. And sat down. And we're talking, and she somehow, my sign, I'm an Aries, my sign came up, and she told me she's going to incorporate it. Well, incorporate it she did, and she was a little heavy-handed, and, you know, the Aries symbols is like the ram head, or the ram. Number one, And I was cool with that. I was like, okay, let's do it. Like, but I didn't, this is absolutely not what I asked for, not what I wanted. And I hate it. I wear my Casio bulky ass watch to cover this tattoo. I don't know if it's worth it to try to get it removed with a laser or if I cover it with another tattoo. I hate needles. And that's another thing, because I hate needles so bad, I wasn't even watching her. I couldn't watch. I couldn't see what she was doing because I wouldn't watch because I was terrified. And like, I don't know if I want to do the laser removal, because does that completely get rid of a tattoo? And on top of that, I heard it hurts like hell. But honestly, anything's better than what I got. Now, I know that y'all know my personal struggle with finding framed prints for the house. I'm always on here talking about framed prints, and I can never find ones that I absolutely love. Well, turns out my massage therapist, Jamie East, she is an amazing person, number one, but she's also a photographer, and she takes photos of her travels with her husband, Chad, and she does fine art photography, and she also happens to sell her prints. Not my last massage, the one before that. Well, it doesn't matter. After the appointment, we were just chit-chatting, and she was telling me how she wanted to focus on her photography and start selling her prints. And I'm like, girl! I basically let her know what I thought, which was she needed to do it and that I would help her in any way that I can. Number one, because she's an amazing person, but number two, her work is incredible. And I also know the struggle of finding artwork, prints, fine art for your house. It's hard. It's hard to go into these Hobby Lobby, TJ Maxx to finding things that you really are pleased with. So let me show you what she sent me. Look how beautiful these are. This is the Pink House in Savannah, Georgia, giving me major Lacey vibes. Actually, all of these prints give me major Lacey vibes. And then this is her from her travels in Southern Florida. Just look how crisp and clear. These came straight from her print shop. I did not have them printed. She printed them for me. Her photography is just beautiful. I don't have them hung yet. I decided that I want them to go at the top of our landing upstairs after I paint it. I think they would be beautiful just straight across the wall. So pretty. She sent me two more that I don't have framed yet, but just look how beautiful this is. Stunning. Like, she just has such an eye. I'm obsessed. She just started all of this, but she's going to continue to add photography to her shops. Now, if you go to her account on Insta, you can click her link tree, and she has a few different options. So you can buy directly from her print shop, which is where my prints came from. And you're gonna get that quality, that sharpness. It's gonna do the photographer justice also, and you're not gonna be disappointed. I know a lot of people, myself included, like I've printed from Walmart or Walgreens or the CVS, and the quality is just not there. And I ended up being disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Like it's either blurry or grainy or out of focus. It's not sharp, and it's almost an insult to the photographer. Just know that. I mean, you do whatever you want, but you're able to purchase from Etsy her digital prints if you want to print them yourself. I just recommend printing from a reputable place. Also has a link from Fair, which is for wholesale. If you want to buy wholesale, if you have a shop, a retail shop where you want to sell her prints, you're able to do that as well. So that's really cool. I have a code. She gave me a code. It's MaryBeth20, which works for her print shop and Etsy. So you'll get 20% off your first purchase with MaryBeth20. Fair does not honor, they won't do promo codes, but they currently have themselves a 20% off deal through July 29th. So you don't even need to use a promo code there. So if y'all have any questions, let me know. I'm obviously putting her hand. I forgot to mention that all of my prints these are 11 by 14. And then I have these three in frames that are 20 by 26 with matting. I am so excited for her, and I cannot wait to continue to add her work to our home. Y'all give her a follow at the East Exposure and check out her shops. And don't forget, if you guys want to shop, you can use my code MaryBeth20. I think it might be time I take these bubble braids out. What do y'all think? But the other night I said that I put a dime patch on my zit. I think most of y'all know what the dime patches are, but I had a couple people ask me what they are, or what a dime patch is. These are it, power patches, blemish aid, and it has all this stuff in it. Hydrocolloid, vitamin A, clove oil, salicylic acid. I put them on at nighttime and sleep with it, and then in the morning you pull these things off, and it is just funky town. White funky town. It took all the white stuff out of my zit. Now it's just a red mark. See, it's no longer a zit. And it's red because, yeah, well, of course I was picking at it. That's on me. But I have a code for Dime. As always, code MB, 20% off site-wide, plus free shipping on orders over $39.